Have you ever logged into the Seller Central platform and been completely overwhelmed, not knowing where to start? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can go ahead and navigate Seller Central as someone who's been selling on Amazon over 7 years, so that by the end of this video, you too can call yourself a Seller Central expert. All right, without further ado, let's get to it. So here you've got Amazon's newest dashboard. As of 2026, Amazon constantly updates its dashboards, but the foundations stay the same. So first up, when you log in, you're going to see your sales here, which you can go ahead and see how you've been doing throughout the day. And that goes ahead and updates. Here you've got your orders, and my favorite part about orders is literally when you go to manage orders down here and you click FBA orders, you can literally click through and see what customers are buying, which products they like to purchase, etc. As sellers, one thing we like to focus on is, how much money we're making. So the business report is also one of my favorite platforms that I like to go on. Similar to the dashboard you saw when you first log in, here you can go ahead and compare the sales from today, yesterday, same day last week, and same day last year. And you have the graph view here. And then if you click here, you see the table view, which you can go ahead and compare percentage growth as well. Now, if you wanted to check the numbers per individual SKU, you can go to detail page, sales and traffic. And then here you have all the information for every single specific product. And then you can go ahead and use these columns here on the side to go ahead and make tweaks as you want. So sessions are the amount of times individual visits your page. Page views is, if the same person visits twice, it's 2 page views. Session is 1 session per person. You can go ahead and check that, as well as one of my favorites here, which is the conversion rate, which is the unit session percentage. So here you can see the conversion rate of 28% on this specific product. Units ordered 472, and then amount of sessions is 1,634. So it's pretty good for finding out your conversion rate. Now you can see the data as a whole, as a large as well. When you come to the business report on Seller Central, you can see all the information here per specific date. You can do it by week and then also by month, just so you can see how you're growing consistently on the platform over time as well. So very simple, very easy to go ahead and navigate. Let's go back to the dashboard. Now from the seller dashboard as well, you got this over here, the side tab, which you can open and close, which shows you any notifications of what you need to do on your Amazon account. So here it shows that there's 2 shipment problems that need to be resolved. And then as well as some tips and recommendations from Amazon to go ahead and improve your store. Now, Amazon is recently going a lot more into AI. So they've got a seller assistant that you can go ahead and ask questions. So they are still building it out. It's not perfect, but it's a good start. So you can ask it, how do I grow my sales? And Amazon will come up with some answers for you of things you can go ahead and try in order to go ahead and improve your business. Now, when it comes to your products, you can literally go to manage all inventory. And from here, you can see every single product that you have available in your catalog on Amazon. If you need to make any edits, you can literally click edit down here, and that will go ahead and amend your products for you. You can quickly go ahead and go in, calculate your revenue based on a product. So just click that, and then Amazon will show you all the fees. So you got a referral fee for item that costs £4 of £2.10. So that's the fee that you pay Amazon for using their platform, which is a percentage, which comes to around 15.3%. Depending on which category you're in, it could be less. Then you've got the digital service fee of about 10 pence, fulfillment costs, which is the cost for Amazon to ship the items to the customers. And then you got the storage costs. This is based on how many units we sell throughout the month. But per unit, it comes to about 3 pence in January, September. In October, it goes a little bit higher. And then you got your VAT of 20% if you're VAT eligible. Then you got your goods price. And then here you can see your net profit and net margins if you input all of the numbers on the Amazon platform. So it's a quick way for you to go ahead and double check your numbers, make sure everything makes sense when you're selling on Amazon. But let's say you're new, you don't have any products available on the Amazon Seller Central platform yet. I have a whole separate video on this, so you can go ahead and watch it on the channel. But just to give you a brief overview, up here, you've got add products. And as you can see from the top tab, Amazon has just put in some of the most important bits: add products, manage orders, which we looked at previously, inventory, campaign manager, which is for your Amazon PPC. You got your business report here, which we went through just now, brand analytics. So if you're brand registered on Amazon, if you haven't, there's a short tutorial on brand registry that you can go ahead and watch on my channel. Your account health, feedback manager, performance notifications, customer reviews, and so on and so forth. Managing experiments is like one of my favorite things to do on Amazon. So you can literally go ahead and A/B test what's going on the platform. You can get some growth from there, and then vouchers and promotions. So in order to go ahead and list a product, A, either you have your product already available, or B, you're creating a product complete from scratch that doesn't exist on Amazon yet. So if it's a product that's already available, you can just go ahead and search here, and you can go ahead and just create that product. If it's a product that you're creating by yourself, you can just go ahead and use a product ID to go ahead and upload a product. If you got your website URL, you can literally put that in and Amazon will take all the products from you, or you can start with a blank form. And when you're uploading a new product on Amazon, the dashboard is pretty much going to look like what it will look like if you go to manage inventory. So if you press edit here, Amazon will literally go ahead and ask you to go ahead and put in the item name, brand name, product ID, etc., etc. And you go and fill in all the information. As I said, there's a separate video I've done on this, so you can go ahead and watch that for the full tutorial. And over to send in the shipment, you just go to create shipment to Amazon. And so from here, you can see all of your SKUs that are available on Amazon. What you want to do is put your shipment address here at the top. And then from there, you can literally go ahead and put in the units that you want to send into Amazon. So when you first come here, it's going to look very simple. It's going to look very plain. You have the option to ship in individual units. So you can literally go ahead and put 5 units and then ship that into Amazon. But if your item's already pre-packed, what you can go ahead and do is you can go ahead and set up a template. So from here, you can put on template 12 pack. So it's a case pack. And then units per box, let's say 12, obviously, because we put 12 pack, 10 semis, 10 and then you put a weight per the pack size, who labels units, seller, or you can have Amazon label it for you for 0.78p. So this is for the unit labels. And then sometimes if the item needs prep, you can have Amazon prep the items for you as well, or you can prep it yourself. So prep is usually like glass items, fragile items, multi-packs, etc. If you want Amazon to go ahead and, prepare those for you before they go out to customers, or to make sure they're safely received and, on Amazon's warehouse shelf. So after that, you can literally go ahead and save the case pack. And then rather than put in the units, you literally put 1 pack here and it'll show up 12 units. Now this item is expiry item, so it has expiry date here and here. You can literally use your manufacturer barcode when you're shipping to Amazon, if you have those available once your brand registered as well. If not, then you go ahead and use Amazon's barcode, which is the FNSKU code. But yeah, all easy peasy. Once you've gone ahead and put in your items here, you just click ready to pack. And then from there, you can literally go to pack to individual SKUs. So Amazon knows they're receiving 1 item of this product. Now, if you were shipping in multiple different items, they'd want to know if everything will fit into 1 box, or if you're going to use multiple different boxes. So let's just say everything fits into 1 box. Then they want to know the dimension of the box, just because we did individual units rather than the case pack. So let's say 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, 10, 10, 10. Weight, let's say 5 kg. Confirm packing information. Amazon's just going to double check. Does it make sense? Obviously, it's not going to make sense because I just put some random details, but we can go ahead and ignore the error. So confirm and continue. And then from here, Amazon wants to know the shipment date, just so they can have a rough expectation of when the item is going to come. And then from here, Amazon has a deal with UPS, which they have reduced shipment items or shipment prices, and they've been working with DPD as well. So you can see the 2 different quotes they have available. If you want to ship it from your own shipments, you can literally press here, other. So yeah, Amazon's going to put that through. Once you agree, Amazon will go ahead and charge this item at this price from your shipments, from your account. And then you have a label, you have the box label, which you go ahead and stick on there. So every single box has an individual label. So Amazon knows what's in this box. So if you're shipping 2 different boxes, they're both going to have unique labels. So you just got to be careful of that. And the labels will have the SKU numbers on there, so you can double check those. And then you'll have the shipment label. Since you paid for UPS, they'll give you the UPS labels as well. And you can stick that on the boxes as well. Same with if you were shipping in a pallet, you literally just have the pallet label stick on the top of the pallet. You have the box label, so Amazon knows in the box. And obviously the products are labeled individually as well, because Amazon was scanning everything individually. So once that's done, you can literally book in a collection with UPS or whoever you picked, and then they'll come and grab the items from your place, or you can drop it up at a drop-off point and then they'll grab it from there. So very simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So the campaign manager is going to be one of your best friends when selling on Amazon, simply because advertising is a great way for you to go ahead and get visibility for your products when you're selling on Amazon. I've done a separate video on the campaign manager, how to break that down, but we'll just go ahead and give you a brief overview on that as well. So when you log into the campaign manager, you're going to have your dashboard here where you can go ahead and see all your sales on your account. Then from here, you can literally go ahead and create a new campaign simply by scrolling down. And when you create a new campaign, it will show up the different options of advertising campaigns that you can go ahead and use. Now, sponsor products campaigns are the easiest to go ahead and set up. Everyone has access to it. Once you go ahead and get brand registry, you get access to sponsor brands and sponsor display. With sponsored products and all of these campaigns, you want to know which keywords you want to go ahead and target. You can use a tool such as Helium 10 to go ahead and find the best keywords. Or if you got a list of competitors that you already like, you can go ahead and target their products that are already on Amazon specifically as well. So Amazon will just show your products next to each other. You can also run auto campaigns, which is where Amazon takes complete control of your campaigns for you. And then they'll go ahead and target. You can find out which keywords work, and then you can put them into manual campaigns. So auto is when Amazon does it for you. Manual is when you do it for yourself. And then once your campaigns are launched, you can just come here. You can turn them on, off. You can go ahead and adjust the bids simply by scrolling a bit more to the right. You can see all the data for the campaigns on the top tabs. And then if you wanted to go specifically into them to see which keywords are working and which ones you want to turn off, you literally click into the campaigns. But as I said, there's another video I've done on this. And if you want a full PPC course breakdown, we could do that as well. Just drop a comment down below. So business reports, we've already gone through. Brand analytics. So brand analytics is a really great way for you to go ahead and see what customer data you got available. This is only if you're brand registered on Amazon. So here you can see where the customers are coming from, which was our top tier, promising, at risk, hibernating. But my favorite part about this is literally the search analytics. So you can see a search query performance report. And here you can see the keywords that you're getting the most sales from on Amazon. So search funnel, by impressions, clicks, basket ads, purchases, and you can literally see which keywords customers are using to find your products. And you can see this by a weekly basis, monthly basis. You can do an ASIN view, brand view, but this is like one of my favorite tools on Amazon. Account health is pretty much if there are any issues on any SKUs that you have available on Amazon. This is where Amazon's going to flag it, and they're going to contact you. If you put your contact details available, they'll send you emails as well, and then you can go ahead and fight your case with Amazon if it's something serious. If you need any help with fighting your cases, let us know. We'll go ahead and help and support. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Lastly, I'll just go through manage experiments. This is one of my favorite sections because you can literally come here. You can do tests on your products just to see, what worked best, what isn't working. So Amazon will go ahead and run an A/B test for you. It will go ahead and give you the data on which version of the product is better. So as you can see here, 74% probability version A is better than version B. So it's a quick and easy way for you to just go ahead and, constantly optimize your brand, constantly optimize your listings on the Amazon platform. If there's ever anything that you're looking for on Amazon that you can't find, you can literally just go ahead and search for it. So for example, if you're looking for A+ content that you want to go ahead and upload on Amazon, you can literally type in A+ content, and that will pull up the A+ content section for you here on Amazon. And then you can go ahead and check what previous ones you got available, whether it's been approved, declined. And if you're not sure what A+ content is, I literally did a video recently about A+ content, what the difference is between A+ content and A+ premium content for your brand and how it can help you improve your conversion rate so you can make more sales on Amazon. So from here, you can upload images, upload videos, and manage experiments as well. Lastly, anyone that uses Seller Central ultimately wants to go ahead and make money. So there's a finance tab here available that you can go ahead and look at, where you can go ahead and see your payments, how much Amazon are sending to you, what your fees are, how much Amazon's charging you, how much is actually coming to you, etc. And then also when the transfer date is for your platform. There's also a few reports that you can go ahead and download. So if you come to this page here, what I like doing is literally downloading a summary report. So if you click summary, you can go ahead and put in your date, or you can go ahead and click the month that you want. You can download a report as a PDF, which is very, very good for you to just go ahead and have a look at, how you're performing on Amazon, what your financials are. So yeah, that was the overview. My name is Jason Carl, founder of Intermask. We help brands grow and scale on Amazon. So if you need any help and support, feel free to reach out to you, and we'll be more than happy to help. Catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.